Hey guys, I'm currently out of circulation. I'm not well. I've been fighting the urge to spew for at least 48 hours now. I'm not a well woman, right? So I can't work and whatever. But I've got to share this, right? So please bear with me. But I've just seen this, and obviously, you wouldn't know that I've been making videos about this guy for almost an entire year. Because I tend to keep his name out of shit. But it's a news article I have to share with you. Gary Lineker this is from news.sky.com. Gary Lineker to leave BBC next week and will no longer host World Cup coverage in 2026. Presenter is to leave after this season's final match of the day and will no longer present its 2026 World Cup coverage. Sky News understands. This was posted this morning, 12:05 in the morning on Monday, the 19th of May. Gary Lineker is to leave the BBC after this season's final match of the day and will no longer present its coverage of the World Cup. That already. It comes after he apologised unreservedly for a social media repost featuring a rat used in propaganda by Nazi Germany to dehumanise Jewish people. This is the fucking insanity of the world that you live in. That literally a picture of a rat, and yes, it was racist, right? But why protect the Jews? Why? Can they not protect themselves? They literally own everything. It's not racist. Everything I do at the minute is racist. And I think that's why I'm poorly, by the way, because literally I've had so much negativity since I decided to Google Sharia law and realise what is about to happen on my fucking doorstep. And yes, I didn't care until it landed on my doorstep, but now it has. And literally I'm consumed with all sorts of negative shit, and I don't usually live my life in a negative way. I have my balances. Like I keep myself to myself and keep myself all right. And yeah, I don't deal well with stress. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, I'm literally sitting on a video at the minute that could well get me into trouble. So hang about for that if no else. But please consider subscribing, because the minute this guy goes down, mate, I am going to be on it. Literally, I've been here for a year. I've been here for an entire year. Yeah. And said he would never knowingly share anything anti-Semitic. No, literally, I wouldn't. Why would I, bless them? I watched a video, right, the other day of these Jewish guys being interviewed by, I don't know what nationality, who didn't look Jewish, right? And they all got little black box squares on their head, which isn't satanic at all, obviously. And literally all of these guys are saying death to the fucking West, pretty much. And I'm not on about Fred and Rose, mate. These people, we're literally we mean nothing to them. Easier if we were gone. And it's, we don't look at that. Nobody shares that shit. Don't get off on it now, carry on. Do this another day. Lineker's last appearance on the BBC will be on the 25th of May, so that's in 6 days. So is that next Sunday, I'm assuming. The final day of the season, with confirmation expected on Monday. To be fair, I didn't expect him to go to 2026, mate. I thought that was like a little dangly thing for if it didn't go to carry on. Shut up. The former England star announced in November he would step down from Match of the Day this year, despite being on a fucking humongous wage, even more than Hugh Edwards. I'm just saying. But was set to return to front the World Cup in 2026, as well as FA Cup coverage. Lineker, 64, Tell Bruce Forsyth, dig Bruce Forsyth up and say Gary Lineker's retiring at 64. Like, see what he's got to say about it. Any celebrity that's 64. Like, literally, this is a call to every celebrity who's around that age. Do you really want to give up the easiest gig you've ever had in your life with the biggest amount of money you could possibly fucking imagine for sitting on a sofa and talking about what you love the most in the world? Oh, no, mate, I'm a bit too knackered for that. Kerry Ann, shut up, Kerry Ann. Shut up. I'm just reading out the you see I'm smiling quite a bit. Lineker 64 said he was unaware the post he shared was anti-Semitic and it went against everything I believe in. I believe in global domination and insurance jobs. In response to the presenter resharing the post, the campaign against anti-Semitism, like, ain't we had since World War II to be fucking looking after the Jews? Shouldn't we have been doing this the whole time? What the fuck is it with, like, in these past few years? I didn't have this when I was little. Anti-Semitism wasn't a thing. This is a new thing that has been introduced. No, you can't say no about Jews. You can't say no about the Muslims. Oh, she's about to, mate. Should we start that paragraph again? In response to the presenter resharing the post, the campaign against anti-Semitism said his continued association with the BBC is untenable. And when asked about Lineker last week, BBC Director General Tim Davies said, when someone makes a mistake, it costs the BBC reputationally. The presenter was temporarily suspended from the BBC in March 2023 after an impartiality row over comments he made criticising the then oh my God. What if this was when he first got arrested? Somebody else. And that was to cover up that particular thing happening, like, literally. Before it actually came out in the press later on. And, yeah. Or was it March it came out? I can't remember. Carry on, shut up. Comments he made criticising the then Conservative government's asylum policy. Lineker has hosted much of the day since 1999 has been the BBC's highest paid on-air talent for 7 consecutive years. What makes him the best? Because to be the highest paid, you've got to be at the top of your game, right? And it's like, literally, that's the best that the BBC can come out with talent, is Gary Lineker sitting on the sofa talking about what he loves more than anything. That's what gets you the most money, is it? That's literally how you do it. By just sitting on a sofa and just chatting with other people who are also sitting on the sofa talking about the thing that they love as well. Like, is he some kind of superhuman football player that knows everything about, like, I don't know that much about it, but what I've got to know him quite a bit over the past year, but only in one particular aspect, allegedly. But what makes him worthy of the most money? What makes somebody worthy of the most money? Should we ask Hugh Edwards? Because he was paid the most money in news. Anyways, and he's paid 3 times. Gary Lineker is paid 3 times what Hugh Edwards, the highest paid newsreader, serious shit, covered the death of the Queen. Gary Lineker, sitting on a sofa, talking with his mates about the thing he loves most in the world, is worth thrice what Hugh Edwards had. Mate, I'm just telling you the facts. Anyways, he also has a successful podcast production company. Mark Chapman Kelly Cates and Gabby Logan will take over the highlights. I'm so sorry, I don't watch it. When the trio takeover is hosted, it will be the first time the role has been shared by 3 people. Sky News has contacted the BBC for comment. So, later on today, some point in time today, he's going to drop a thing. And whether it will be like, oh yeah, I said this thing that sounded a bit wrong. I posted a picture with a picture of a cartoon rat. So I've decided to leave now. And look over there, mate. I'm getting my popcorn. I feel like death. Tomorrow I need a shower because we need to talk properly. I need to do a video badly. But for now, please, if you want to comment, and hi Paul, I've missed you, but like literally I feel so poorly. Yeah, thank you for being there. Please come back. I'm not always there, yeah. Well, in certain ways. And never forget that I love you all. Bye.